I know that I was always really intimidated when someone would ask me who my favorite orchestra was or composer, and I felt like it was like a test of like if I had to say who, like they would judge me a lot about my musical taste. And that's true. Hello, my name is Katie, and today I'm talking about tango music. Maybe you've been taking some classes and even going out and dancing socially, but you're still not sure on the music, how it's set up at the milonga, and how to incorporate more of it into your dance. You may have noticed that there are a lot of patterns with how the music is played. You're going to hear 3 rhythms: tango, vals, and milonga, organized into tandas. Each tanda is a set of 3 or 4 songs from the same composer, time period, and orchestra. The DJ will typically organize the tandas, or the groups of 3 or 4 songs, into a specific pattern. Tango, tango, vals, tango, tango, milonga. In between each tanda, there is a cortina, or about a 1-minute section of typically modern music that signals to the dancers that the tanda has ended, that the music is going to change, and gives them the option to thank their partner, go back to their seat, and change partners. As you can see here, we have a group of songs all by one composer, cortina, a group of songs by one composer, cortina, to mark the breaks in between the music. You end up dancing with the same person for the length of 4 songs, which is generally about 10 to 12 minutes. That's why a lot of tango dancers can be a little bit picky about who they're dancing with, because it is a little bit of
a commitment.
And especially starting out, it can be a little bit intimidating to have 12 minutes worth of moves. Your first job is, of course, to recognize if the songs being played are tangos, milonga, or valses. Find a playlist of a milonga where the songs are already set in groups and getting to know the music that way. Pay attention to the rhythms. Valses is in a 3/4 timing, and then milongas have their own like faster rhythms. Now, let's talk about what makes tango music tango music. Most tango music that you hear was composed between the 1920s and the 1950s in Argentina. Tango music is composed with violins, double bass, the bandoneon, and the piano. Now, of course, there are dozens of tango composers, but the 4 most famous are Di Sarli, D'Arienzo, Troilo, and Pugliese. Each one has a really unique sound and had a lot of influence, many of them composing for decades. One song may have been produced and recorded by several different orchestras in several different time periods, each one giving its own interpretation. I know one of my big questions when I was starting out was like, how did you learn the music? Did you study it? Was there like an organizational pattern? What I did is I just tried to listen to one composer or one orchestra a day. Be like, okay, today I'm listening to Tanturi, tomorrow I'm listening to Calo, and I could start to hear some of the differences there. Eventually, the goal is that you're creating a dance that fits the music and allows you to dance with your partner. I know for me, the most amazing, delicious tango moments have been when the moves that we are doing really matches the energy and instruments and song so well. Whereas some of the longest lasting tandas have been where moves, I'm not sure music was a consideration for this person. Your taste will change over time. So start wherever you are and follow the music that you feel is interesting and sounds nice to you.
Everyone goes through
musical puberty, and that's okay.
Start with recognizing the beat and getting that solid timing will help a lot, but knowing how to go above and beyond that is really where the gold is. Learning to dance to different qualities of music, different speeds, different tempos, timing, thinking about how to interpret different instruments or phrases is really part of the journey to enjoy. As you grow familiar with the music, you're going to be able to predict the next phrase or the next part of the song, and you'll be able to dance moves that fit that. So as you're learning, one way to kind of quiz yourself is to shut off the music in the middle of the song and see how far you can go remembering the melody or the different elements of the song. Again, nobody cares if you can name it during your tanda, except of course those people who are like,
actually, the day that this was recorded, the piano player had a cold, so if you notice on the fourth bridge, it comes.
Something that's helpful in the beginning is just to create a story for yourself about what the music provokes in you and how that changes with the different music that you're listening to. A lot of times the lyrics will center on kind of tragic love stories or nostalgia, or sometimes even just funny anecdotes. Some of the songs are faster, some of those songs are slower, more powerful. Of course, there's also what is called alternative tango. It's a little bit more modern, and overall, learning about tango music is a beautiful part of the journey, and it takes a long time to learn. Usually you're going to go through an tango obsessed phase where you're listening to tango music day and night, and that will just happen naturally. I know for me, I didn't love tango music right away. Now I hear bits of songs and I'm totally gives me energy and I'm just excited. Once again, I hope that this video has been helpful for you as you begin tango dancing and learning a little bit more about the music. Hey y'all! I was at the milonga after recording this video and I realized when I heard this that I didn't talk about La Comparsita, which is typically the last song played of the night. It's the most recorded songs, there's dozens of versions, and typically the DJ will say last two tandas, so you know that you only have two left, and the very last song of the last tanda is always La Comparsita, so it's a good one to know. All right, have a great day. Experienced dancers, how did you learn about the music? What tips and tricks did you use? Or even, do you have a favorite orchestra?
Choose wisely.
Thanks so much for joining me, and thank you for your patience as it's taken me a couple months to get organized here after moving. I'm really excited to be back and making more videos. Of course, like and subscribe for more, and comment down below if you have any tips or tricks. I hope you have very musical tandas in your future, and take care.